Uh, I'm not going to tighten it right now. All right. Oh, man. Woo! Look at that. We're going to have ourselves a runner. All right, guys. So it's probably 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks after I did part one of the old Dynamark snowblower. Temperature has changed outside a little bit, so it's actually not too bad today. It's about 40 degrees, but I'm in the tent anyway with only one sunflower going. The other one's not running. It's currently about 44 or 43 or 44 degrees in here. Of course, I'm talking Fahrenheit this time. Fahrenheit, yes. Before I said Celsius, and I was wrong. So, I don't know why I said it. Anyway. So the tires, both tires are still holding. The tubes are doing good. That's a plus. We left off with driven a little gas down the spark plug hole, and she fired right up. I was amazed. And again, this thing, well, with me, it's been sitting down in that building for 8-10 years, could be even longer, but it's at least 8, but I'm guessing it's closer to 12. But I can't keep my ears straight anymore. I do have a guy looking for an electric start for this. I may even have one laying around here. I just haven't really poked around. But so today I think we're going to tackle the gas tank. And originally it would have had, this could even be the one off of it. I'm not really sure. Because when I pulled it out of the building, it had no gas tank on it. So, and then what it would have is a metal plate goes over this and bolts down here. But it takes a rubber grommet and all that, and I don't have. So, next option, which is kind of cool, is this old metal one. Sorry. And I don't know where this thing came from, but let's see if I can get a light here. There's a little rust spot in there, over there. Doesn't look that bad though, but it is, I mean, it is really in nice shape. It was sitting on a top shelf here in the garage. Like I said, I'm not really sure where it came from. So chances are this thing is going to leak. I don't think I have O-rings for it. They usually got to clean them up pretty good and put O-rings in them. It may not leak either, I don't know, but even though you guys couldn't see it, but there's a put this down here. There's a screen inside of here that connected to that, and it is just in mint shape. So, I mean, depending on what I do with this snowblower, maybe I'll put this on at some point. for the sake of the video, this one, this old red plastic gas tank. I don't know if I can just bolt it up here. Oh no, I can't. Or yeah, I can right there. If I want to do it that way, but it's extended out. I'll probably just take that bracket off here and cable tie it to this maybe or something for now, just for the sake of the video. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this snowblower. It's, you know, I would like to repaint it and stuff if it all pans out, but I don't know. I guess I'm jumping the gun a little bit. So when I get things a little more ready, I'll have you in the stand and we'll come back. All right guys, so come on down here with me in the dirt and the grime and the mud and the blood and the beer. So this is the drive mechanism, and I don't know how well you can see everything. When I was wrapping things up in the last video, of course I didn't show it, but I coated all the sprockets and chains in oil, and I probably got to come in here before we fire it up and clean off that friction wheel back there. She's pretty greased up. It's pretty rusty too. That should break in as we go, and then I greased up this point here where this part slides back and forth, and got everything moving. And it goes through the gears except reverse. It doesn't slam into drive in reverse. I don't know if it's got to be running for that, but we're going to find out anyway about it. So I think I'm going to wipe that thing off right now, and then I'll be back. We'll put the tank on. All right, guys. So I just, ahead of time, I just got a few zip ties together. Just when we get the tank on there, then we can zip tie it on. So I can run it one of two ways. Actually, I think I got to go this way. So I'm going to need more gas line. And what I brought out, but I'm going to put one of these in there, these cheapy gas shutoffs. And really, since I think I'm going to change this out and get a straight line one, not a curved, because I thought I was going to have to come out and then up to the gas line, but I got to come this way now. So I think I'm just going to grab a regular one. Hang on. All right, this is what I mean. Just an inline, a straight line one. So I have a little piece pre-ran last time in part one. And turns out I even thought I had to put the hose clamp on it. That's always a good thing. So let's see here. I'm gonna put a hose clamp on the end of here. Hook it to our shutoff. This is new line, new shutoff. For an engine that I don't even know. Well, I know it runs actually from part one, remember? We did fire it off, but I don't know how good it's going to run on its own. But we know it is a runner. Okay. Just gonna kind of, and then my cutter. Kind of guesstimate here. Make it a little bit long. I'm going to put this bigger one on, I think. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can't tell, but I can. So I'm just gonna, for now until I figure out exactly what I'm gonna do with it. All right, seems good enough. I can't really remember where we were at, or it's black. I know that needs to be changed, so I'll probably have to do that once after we get it running. That's a little low. Definitely needs changing, holy cow. It's good enough to run it a little bit on, then I want to heat her up and get that oil out of there. Looks like that should be enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to move you guys a little bit over here, maybe back a little bit for noise purposes. So, okay, it's on choke. Let's give her some throttle. Like I said, this is a primer. You hold this in and pull it, and it's supposed to pull the gas in. I'm not going to use this right now unless I have to. Like I said, it's really not that bad out here. So, I mean, you'd have to use this if she's, you know, well below 0 Fahrenheit. Oh! Holy dog. Wait, this doesn't seem like wherever I put that needle, it changes anything. Boy, it's throwing out a lot of heat in this muffler. Well, runs pretty good though. I mean, considering. I'm surprised it didn't smoke more than that though, because we did have Marvel Mystery Oil in there. It did smoke a little bit in the beginning. Let's try to restart it. Boy, she really kicked back on me on that first pull too. Headlights aren't working, whether they're blown out or it's an alternator deal, I don't know. So, the augers work, drive is working, except there's no power getting to the wheels. So, what these are is I have to get those wheels off of there, because there's, I don't know what I guess you can call them clutches kind of thing. It's like a little pawl in there that would drive the wheels, because everything else is working. As you can see, I tried to show you, it's all working. Everything's moving under there, but the tires aren't moving. So we're gonna have to dig into that. So, and it needs to be adjusted better at not that you really ever run these things at low speed, because you need high speed. But she's not perfect yet, so gotta dive into that too. But otherwise, I'm shocked. I really am. It sounded really good too. Can't believe it. So All right, I got her adjusted now pretty good. She's got one hell of a, oh, and I mean, you know what? It might be coming out of the oil breather there by the looks of it. Yeah, it is. So, oh, what that means, what's that mean? There's a lot of smoke coming out of there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hang on. Okay, just pulled her back into the tent. Still should be pretty good and warmed up, I hope. We're gonna change this oil. Got a little extension on here. Ay, ay, ay. Might need a better one. I don't know. It's a little short. Ooh. There's water in there, guys. Not much though. Just a little bit. So that's a good thing. Hopefully the water just stayed down in the tube here. That was the first thing that came out of there. It's coming out good though. So alright guys, right now it's like set in high gear, and I can, if I take and move this stuff, wheels don't turn. So I don't know if you can see it too. You can see that there's a grease zerk right there too for the axle shaft. So I did grease that too. But that's not our issue. So let's go over to the wheel. I did get a cover. I took the cover off the parts one, the back cover that goes back here. This guy here, which will go in there like that. It's actually in pretty good shape too, surprisingly. And the only reason I know what these, that's as low as I can get you to right now, so I'm sorry about that. The only reason I know there's like these pawls, it's a goofy setup in here, is because the parts machine doesn't have wheels on it, so you can kind of see it. But not that I know how it works, because I don't. But there was a cotter pin holding this, so I took that out. Just put a little, see, okay, that's the hub, which, I don't know, looks okay. And I don't know, I guess I don't know what these just, I mean, they feel stiff, maybe that's the thing. Maybe if we just try to shoot a little lube in there, and is any of this, little lube in there, and just keep working it back and forth, maybe, huh? Let's see if we can do just that. I mean, considering it's been sitting for a long time, and clearly a long time outside before I got it. You know, it actually looks pretty good in here. I don't know what this outer ring is. I don't know, I wonder if I should clean this up. I mean, it, light stayed on. I suppose it's right in your way though, ain't it? Of course it is. Okay. There's a pin coming off this pawl going into this ring. Hey, look at that. That was kind of a what's this do type moment. Yeah, it's really grimy. Wow. I don't know if this light is, I don't know, is that even helping you? Well, yeah. See, this moves freely now. But see that this ring moves back and forth, it slides back and forth in here. And it is nasty. Especially the bottom part down here where you guys can't see. Whew. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to be totally floppy like this. That's probably why that ring's supposed to be in there. But then again, the heck do I know? This ring up should take it to the wire wheel. I think I will. Take her to the wire wheel and clean this surface up. Hell, while I'm at it, I might as well do this other ring too. So, guess I'll go do that, and I'll be back. Okay, well, we're gonna see if all that work was worth it. Also, I noticed when I was putting the wheels back on that behind the cotter pins, between the cotter pin and the hub, there was no washers. And there was quite a, a gap in there. So that could be, the wheels moving back and forth would move them away, so the pawls wouldn't work. So I put washers in there to take up the space, and hopefully all that with a little cleaning and oiling did the trick. I guess we'll find out, huh? By the way, yeah, I did put oil in it. Change the oil completely, so, but still doesn't move. So it's getting late. I think I pretty much want to wrap it up. So this will be the end of part 3. I do not know, or part 2. I do not know when I'm going to get to part 3. Depends on what mood I'm in over the winter, if I want to work on something or not. Hard to say. Otherwise, I hate to leave it here without it working. But eventually I will figure it out and get her up and going. Alright, thanks guys. Bye. Alright guys, did you think I was going to leave you hanging? Alright. Well, I figured out what the deal is. I had to go look at the parts one too to see what was going on. You can see that hole there? Well, that is an important part of running the axle that goes through this center of this shaft. And I think, not sure if it's a bolt, the other one is half snapped, like it has something on this side of the hole, and there's a hole on the other side opposite that hole. That one is way open and it goes really far down, whereas this one just goes right to the axle. So I believe what happened is either there's a roll pin, I'm not sure if it's a roll pin or a bolt, I can't tell on the other one. And I believe this one it's sheared on both sides. So, and you can look at, see how those pawls are working. They work just fine. There's nothing wrong with them. So the problem lies right there. Now either I drill new holes, which I really don't want to do, or I got to take this whole deal apart, which is going to take a lot of time. Or I just keep hunting and pecking to see if I can find where that pin, if it's a roll pin, I should be able to find the center somehow if I keep rolling it, sticking a poker in there, and maybe pound it out. But I can't, I've already been around 1,000 times, I can't really feel anything. It's just all the same. So anyway guys, that's what's going on. It's going to take some time to figure out exactly what my plan of attack is going to be on this, but that's where we're at right now. Otherwise, she runs great, the auger works, and look at this, it's just a one belter. It's one belt running the whole deal. So anyway guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.